Hello.
How you doing? I'm just grabbing my.
Hold it close, and congrats on the win.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
So it was windy, but
Yeah.
it felt good.
Yeah, it felt pretty good.
We didn't know who won for it seemed like the
Yeah.
longest time. Did you think you had it when you crossed the finish line?
When I crossed the line, I was pretty sure that I had him, but I just really wanted the reassurance from the time. So
Yeah. Was it a good start? Was it a clean race for you?
I feel like my start wasn't as good as it could have been. My start has definitely been better in the past, but I believe my top end speed, so it was pretty good.
So coming to a meet like this, I mean, what's the experience been like for you?
Well, definitely nerve wracking. I haven't performed in in front of this many people in ever in my life. So seeing all the people in the stands, it was really fun.
Yeah. So you look around to the competition you've got on your left and right. It's like some of these guys you've gone head to head against before, and so how do you sort of stack up against the field, sort of in your own head? Do you see yourself as the top guy? Do you see yourself as like, I'm gonna have to chase this guy down? How did you look at it?
When it comes to going against top guys in the nation like this, I really just have to focus on myself and what I have to execute to be the top guy. If I execute to the best of my ability and I still don't come up on top, that's just, there's not more I can do about that. But I know if I can execute and I do the best that I can, that I will be on top. So, yeah.
During the indoor season, we happen to have Trayvon Bromell with us, on the show, and so
Really?
Are there cues that you take from some of the pro athletes? How closely do you
Who do
follow
you see
the top
yourself?
end of the sport?
Which pro runner do you see yourself and you're like, that's
That's who I wanna
that's
be.
who that we run the same, or like that's my race.
There's really I like to, when I was really learning how to start, I wanted to have a start like Justin Gatlin or like Christian Coleman, but I definitely like watching Trayvon Bromell, like Tyson Gay, guys like that.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds like you've been in the sport for a little while. Have you been doing this since you were like a little kid, and
Yes,
now?
since I was 6.
Very
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
How'd you get into it? Like, was it
My parents just threw me in it.
Yeah.
They just threw me in a bunch of sports, and this is the one that stuck. So
Were they runners?
no.
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 But it was clear this
Yeah,
was.
they were just like, yeah, I do a sport, so just put me in really everything.
Did you play anything else, or in high school?
Yeah, I played soccer, football, and basketball as well.
Was there a moment like when it's your parents throw you into it, and then you're like, okay, I guess I got to do this, but then when you start to get really good and you start winning races, that's when you start to like it a little bit more. But what is there a particular race or a time in your high school career that you're like, this is my sport, I'm gonna own it?
Definitely my junior year high school season at it was a meet at Waccamaw. I mean, my time was 11-1 going into it, and I realized that I really wanted to start working hard, so I started lifting weights more and I started putting more time into it, and I saw I dropped to 10-7 in one meet, and I just kept going with it, and I was like, this is what I want to keep doing.
Yeah.
So I think your personal best is 10-1-3.
10-1-3.
That 10-0 barrier, is that
Yeah.
posted on the mirror? Are you thinking
Yeah,
about
it is.
that, obsessed about it, or
Yeah,
what?
It's definitely a big goal of mine. I can't wait to reach that goal.
What are the areas for improvement that you see in
My start, my transition, and definitely my form.
Yeah. How closely do you study film and
I mean, literally right after the race from yesterday, the prelims and the semifinals, I'm looking at what I can do for the next race to get better. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Wow.
It's we didn't really have that growing up because it's the videos weren't accessible.
They were blurry. Wasn't that helpful? So, all right, so you've got an Olympian, Brenda Martinez, next to you. It sounds like, you want to go that path in life
for
as
sure.
well. Do you have any questions for pros thinking about, an opportunity to ask one of the best do it right next to you?
Definitely one question I have is, how do you continue to stay focused with all the social media drama?
Oh, that's a good
Oh
question.
wow. Yeah, it's hard. There was actually 2 years where I didn't manage it. My husband had to do it because it just got too much. And
Yeah.
me being a girl, it was easy for me to compare. But yeah, I try not to let it consume me. Sometimes it's good to just let maybe 30 minutes at the most per day. Maybe for me that's just writing people back or trying to put more stories out there for engagement. But yeah, honestly, you just be you. Whatever you're doing now is working, and you can just always improve on it. And you showed today that you have it. So
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
keep
You don't
doing
like
that.
social media, or what?
I'm not really a big social media guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there shouldn't be no pressure for you to be I have to post,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I have to get the engagement up.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about
If
all
you
that.
win, then I feel like you don't need social media.
Yeah,
if you're
we'll do
losing,
it
then
for
it's
you.
like, hey, you know,
We'll post for you.
get on and help yourself out. But
Can you peel back the curtain for us a little bit as like being one of the top high school sprint stars? Like there's definitely like a bunch of, sprints accounts, and there's like, the mile splits, the runner space when they post like the videos, and it's like the comment section can always get flooded with like people complimenting you and then people critiquing and like online coaching for free basically. So how do you sort of tune that out?
It depends if it's really good or bad. I've had both this year. I remember when I raced Nicholas Harbor earlier this year, we were on like, it went really viral. It was fun to race, but like the comments were really bad. It was tough for me to get over that, and I really just had to stop using social media as much, put my phone down, and continue to realize like the reason that I do this. So
Yeah.
it seems like a really mature, proper way to approach things. Like if most high school kids had that mindset, I think we'd be okay.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Is this the end of your season, or are you...
No, I have USATF regionals and USATF nationals.
Nice. What's the goal there?
Yeah.
Make the team?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, hopefully, we'll see.
Yeah. Amazing. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Wishing you all the best of luck. Enjoy the rest of the festivities here at New Balance
Are
Nationals.
you done for the weekend?
I have 200 in long jump.
Wow.
What's your best event? The 100 or?
Yeah, probably the 100.
Yeah.
And then long jump. Yeah.
Cool, very cool. All right. Who's your favorite long jumper these days, or like?
My favorite long jumper? Marquise Dendy, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, he's great on Twitter.
He's fun on social
He
media.
loves social media.
Really? Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll be looking out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go crush it. And
Congrats.
get a couple more crowns. Yeah.
Hopefully, that's the goal.
I see that backpack. Can we get that on screen? Can we?
Can you get
yeah,
it?
can you grab that?
Show that one
I
off.
didn't get the All-American one.
The All-American one goes to the top 6. I did.
Oh, wow. I didn't-
Come on, is that Dad?
He says he's a runner, but his
Dad, come on,
400 was
come on,
Dad.
Yeah, move over.
There's your
Dad,
mic.
and there's a chair too if you want to. Mac, we have him in. Is he in?
Yeah.
There's your mic.
Dad, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
You
How's
proud right
everyone?
now?
Absolutely.
Whose
Absolutely.
backpack is that really now?
It's his.
So he was telling us when he was 6 years old, you guys just signed him up for a bunch of sports and track stock. Is that the same? Is that the true story?
Yeah, that's the true story, but it goes back a little further. We were shopping at an outlet store, and he got out of the stroller and ran out of the store. He couldn't have been no more than about 3 years old, and I had to literally chase him down. And people were standing by, like, just watching him run. It's like, oh, my God, he's fast. I'm like, stop him. And that's when I knew that track was going to be his thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Very cool. And did you have a track background yourself, or?
I did. I ran track in high school.
Oh, cool.
I was
cool.
nowhere near as good as he is.
And then, are you
nowhere.
coach, or do we have?
Actually, he doesn't require any coaching. He does all his work on his own.
What?
Really?
Absolutely.
Where do you get it from? Do you go online and just
That's
search
incredible.
things up?
Yeah,
I've
online.
never heard of a 100-meter
Yeah.
high school runner
Yeah.
coaching himself. That is
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Absolutely.
A student of the sport.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So we've been a part of the track club. He's had some coaches help him along the way, but since the pandemic, everything that he's achieved has been on his own working merit. Absolutely.
Wow, that is
Wow.
so.
Impressive.
I'm glad
Oh my
Dad
goodness.
came because you weren't going to tell us that.
Yeah,
That's why we need the
He's
parents
way
to come
too-
on.
He's way too modest. Yeah.
That is incredible. So I guess, how did you learn? Sprinting, especially younger. Like you were talking about improving your form and whatnot. What are your resources for developing that knowledge?
Really the next level, watching college athletes and pro athletes, seeing what they're doing and how I can apply that to my technique. It works for me.
What about Fonbele? Are you studying him?
Nah. I mean,
That
I
top
would,
end speed.
yeah, I don't think I can.
Wow.
That's amazing. What are you like when he's in the blocks and the race is about to go off? Are you nervous? Are you ready to start screaming?
Oh yeah, there's a rush of nerves that hits you immediately, and then I just try to calm down, and just try to watch the race and enjoy the experience. So
No, and it's been an awesome ride that brings you to meets like this.
absolutely.
Have you guys done the Penn Relays before, or is that on the bucket list to come back to Franklin Field to do that?
Yeah, definitely on the bucket list to come back.
Have you rocked a USA singlet before? No.
Never.
So if you
Hopefully
make this
soon.
team,
Yeah,
could be soon.
hopefully.
That'd be awesome.
Mac, did we get a good shot of this backpack, or do we need a? This was cool.
I actually did hear a girl crying because she didn't get home yesterday. She was like
Oh,
7th or
God.
8th. Yeah.
That is awesome. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, congrats again. Really
you.
exciting
Great
stuff.
job.
I mean, now that I know that you're coaching yourself,
I
like
know.
I'm doubly impressed.
Yeah,
That is-
it's incredible. Keep up the awesome
Yeah.
work.
I will. I definitely-
Awesome.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for joining us, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys
You
for
guys have
having
a
us.
good
Yeah.
one.